My parents initially agreed to cover part of my college tuition, but everything changed when our church announced a special graduation ceremony. Suddenly, they reversed their decision, even threatening to evict me if I attended my high school graduation. This upheaval in my college plans began on Sunday, June 16th. I'm set to graduate this week, with my high school ceremony happening soon. However, on June 16th, our church revealed plans for its own graduation event on July 7th. During the service, graduates will walk down the sanctuary aisle for recognition and prayers, followed by a barbecue to celebrate. The pastor emphasized the importance of grounding the next generation's future in faith. I haven't attended church since I was 16 due to a past incident I'll describe later, but my parents are now insisting I not only attend this church ceremony, but also return to regular church services. They've also added new conditions to agreements that were previously unconditional. Originally, my parents agreed to split my community college tuition if I secured a summer job. My plan was to transfer later to complete my bachelor's degree. But after the church announcement, they declared they wouldn't attend my high school graduation and forbade me from going, a complete reversal. We had even invited out-of-state relatives, but my parents redirected them to the church event instead, leaving me feeling betrayed. When I insisted on attending my high school graduation with friends, they threatened to withdraw their tuition support unless I skipped it and attended the church ceremony. I was stunned by their sudden change of heart. When I explained how unfair this felt, they referenced the pastor's sermon about college students straying from faith and morals, saying they wouldn't fund my education if it meant I'd be swayed by secular influences. I countered that I'd pay for college myself with a job while still attending my high school graduation. In response, they threatened to charge me rent starting in July, which feels unjust since I'm still jobless despite applying relentlessly. I have interviews lined up, but their tactics seem aimed at forcing me back to church, which I stopped attending 2 years ago. I'm frustrated by their inconsistency. They justified their stance by saying they made mistakes in college before finding faith and don't want me to repeat those errors. I also need to share why I left the church. 2 years ago, I was bullied during a youth group campout behind the church. One girl in particular targeted me with cruel comments about my body and weight while we were changing in a tent. The pranks were meant to be lighthearted, but her remarks were deeply hurtful. I reported it to the tent chaperone, but since she wasn't present during the incident, nothing was done. This was one of many issues with this girl in youth group, but it was the worst. Surprisingly, my parents supported me then, allowing me to stop attending youth group and most church activities. I miss their reasonableness from that time and wish they'd be fair again. Most of my relatives are churchgoers and have chosen to attend the church ceremony instead, leaving me feeling isolated. I need advice because this happened so quickly, and it stings that they're refusing to attend my high school graduation. My friends are from school, not church, so I want to celebrate with them, but I can't afford rent. Edit some clarifications. One, I'm worried my parents might remove my belongings and lock me out if I attend my high school graduation, as they know the date. I'm scared to return home. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.